What is going on, guys? This is Ushanka here, bringing you another video. So, like I said earlier, I think it was about a week ago, after I made my video talking about how Thanksgiving was canceled and YouTube had taken it down, and I said in that post video that I was going to be making a video on censorship. And well, I got some free time here. I'm just waiting for my truck to be filled up with water. So I feel like I could just make something without all the background noise going on and really drive home when I'm trying to say here without having my mind sort of wander off, or, you can really focus on what I'm saying here. But earlier this week, from the making of this video, I believe it was a Wednesday, YouTube had announced that it updated its terms of services to, I'm assuming, I've heard whole counts being deleted, strikes being issued, videos being deleted, talking about the subject of the elections and how there was no fraud, how there was no irregularities, and anyone who thinks otherwise and talks about it on YouTube will be violating the terms and services and the conditions thereafter of such said topic. So YouTube is dead. YouTube is it's not dead, but it is definitely dead for free speech. This is pissing on the First Amendment, free speech, anybody who ever has an opinion to say anything. Because, when my video was banned, or I should say deleted, taken down, and when they sent me the email why they did it, it was because of inappropriate content. Now, I had no nudity, I had no violence, there was no copyrighted material like videos or music, just me, this camera, and you, the person who's watching it. And what I said, and I know I swear a little bit in my videos, but I don't go blasting off swearing in a rage to where a kid's going to stumble upon this and, oh, mommy, what does that word mean? I saw this guy, he was yelling and swearing. I have none of that, okay? Just me and you and this camera. And so it was deemed inappropriate because of what I was talking about. I was talking about hypocrites in government who were giving us, the people, rules, and they themselves weren't following it, and the C word, and how it's overblown, and I voicing my opinion and my discourage of everything that's going on as we getting close to concluding 2020. And I was telling people to go and have fun on Thanksgiving, have a good time, see your family. You'll be all right. Okay, that's where I was going with in that video, and to tell people not to be afraid. Okay, and they took that down. And then now with YouTube coming out with these new regulations saying that you can't even talk about what happened on November 3rd and anything else after that, to where Trump and his legal teams are trying to, expose certain elements that happened on November 3rd. So I'm not going to discuss that. It's in the news. It's pretty much well known. I mean, you have to look for it because obviously the mainstream media outlets aren't covering it. Only OAN, Newsmax, and obviously other independent journalists and commentators are having their points and sharing news feeds and sharing articles about that. And so it's, the people we're talking about it. Those are the only people who are talking about this. and the mainstream media was turning a blind eye to all the hearings, to all the testimonies, to everything. And that goes even for Fox News. So, YouTube, like I said, is officially over for free speech, because this is the kind of stuff that they pulled in the Soviet Union. They still do it in China. They do it in Venezuela. They do it in North Korea. Any sort of totalitarian dictatorship style of country controls the media, controls what you can hear, what you can share, what you can look at, what you can read, what you can talk about. And in YouTube's reasoning for why they did this was for protection of government elections, and it was for protection of how democracy works, and they don't want you to hear anybody like me or an Alex Jones or a Steven Crowder talk or say otherwise about it, because YouTube is being the job of the protector. They're trying, when they have their little statement, you can find it. It sounds so PC. It sounds so SJW how they word it, like oh, we're trying to protect the integrity of democracy, and we're protecting the way that elections are run. We don't want people to get confused with misinformation, false news. We're gonna be the better moral person and people to tell you what you can and can't hear. CNN and MSNBC and Fox News, they're all legitimate, credible news sources. The guy who does the little videos in his truck, that's false. He can't say anything because he's not accredited by us. He's not fact-checked by us. He doesn't work for our fact-checkers. So he has no mind. He has no say. That person can't say or speak their mind, because we don't want to get people riled up, and we want to protect how government works and how rights and all this stuff works in the United States. Well, they are shooting themselves in the foot, and they're putting their foot in their own mouth when they say that, because they're doing the opposite of what America and how free speech and freedom of the press is done in this country. They do not care about that. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all their CEOs and their fact checkers that are bought in with them, they don't give a crap about that. They know that what they're saying is true is false, and that it is not real, and that there are lies, and they're the ones who are spreading the misinformation, like they have been for the past 4 years with Russian collusion. But when it comes to something like this that happened as recent as November 3rd, oh no, we can't have that. That is a big no-no, and you can't talk about that. And if you do talk about it, we're going to delete you, and we're going to erase your channel, erase your videos, and you're never going to be able to post content again. You have to start all over again. Get new subscribers, get new followers, start all over again. And it's especially hard for those who have, thousands of followers and hundreds of thousands of views, and to just get, deleted and have to start over. And then especially if you were getting monetized, that's just as worse as well. So you're losing money, you're having to restart everything, and it's like, and for what? For what? Talking about this, showing articles of hypocrisy and showing articles of their misinformation and their misjudgment of things, and how we have to conform and abide by their rules and their regulations because we can't speak our mind. This is such bullcrap. This is 1984 Brave New World type stuff going on here. And it is sad. It's not like I didn't expect it, but I never expected in my lifetime I would hear it or see it with, and have to make videos like this. Now, I am not making these videos for profit. I'm not making these videos for fame or anything. I am simply coming in front of a camera to you right now to tell you about this stuff so you can take it for what it is, go out, do the research on your own, and to just get that word out. Because many of the times it's getting blocked, it's getting banned, it's getting censored, it's getting hidden, it's getting thrown into different pages, and it's not what you should be seeing. It's always some CNN mainstream article that comes out first, or a video that comes up first, and then everyone else's opinion. But see, when that didn't work for them, now they have to start erasing people and erasing videos and erasing content. That is 1984. That is what happened in that book, is what the same crap that YouTube is doing now. Because yeah, now first it's about guns and gun content, and then it's about pandemics, and then now it's about an election. It could be anybody next, anybody that YouTube doesn't see fit, to where the next day you're a content creator, you wake up to check on your channel and it's gone, and you're like, what did I do wrong? You could have shared something, you could have talked about something, you could have mentioned somebody. You're walking on eggshells with these people, and that's not how it should be. This is some legitimate communism right here. This is where they're controlling the flow of information and controlling what goes on their platform that they don't like. They claim that they're a public domain, that anybody can post any type of content, but to where the content is funneled to where I can't talk about an election, I can't talk about a pandemic, I can't talk about various other things that the Susan Wojcicki or anybody else from Facebook or Twitter doesn't like. They have to censor that stuff. They have to fact check it. They have to hide it or erase it or give you strikes and delete your profile for it. So I just want to make this a real quick video, and I just want to say that now is the time to really start waking up and paying attention to the media. I just want to be that outlet to where I'm talking about this stuff, and I encourage you, go to InfoWars, go to band.video, and start listening to alternative media. Start listening to that. Do not give these people any of your money if you are paying for YouTube Premium, any type of premium, to where you are dumping money into them. Stop it now. I don't pay for anything for YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, any of that stuff. I don't pay or give them a dime of my money. And I've started a Rumble. I've tried to start a Parler, but Parler sucks. It won't let me in. It won't let me create a profile. So these other alternative medias that we're going to have to resort to where you can post anything, they're still working out the kinks because there's such a huge influx of people going over to Gab, Parler, Rumble, and because there's no strictness. You could talk about what we're not allowed to talk about here on YouTube. This censorship is getting real. This communist way of lifestyle is becoming a reality every day, and there's no end in sight for these people. These people hate America, they hate free speech, and they are on the side of the globalists, the Chinese communists, and they are on that side of the fence. They don't want us to hear or let anybody else know about what's going on in the world. Only what they want you to know. So for that, I'm going to end the video with this. I'm going to say Susan Wojcicki, Mark Zuckerberg, Jack Dorsey. You guys can all go fuck yourself, because I know that when I post this video on YouTube, the algorithm is going to pick up all my speech right here. And someone, either a robot or someone's going to have to listen to this. And when they hear this, I'm going to say, fuck you guys. You guys are un-American pieces of trash. You guys are fucking sellouts. You guys hate America. And we got to start calling you out for what you are. You guys are enemies of America. You're un-American pieces of shit. You guys are fucked and your days are numbered. Because eventually your shit's going to get canceled. Your shit's going to come to your door, to where you're going to have to shut down your servers, or you're going to have to be arrested or fined or whatever to let people say whatever the hell they want to say. Because the Young Turks can say all the shit that they want and cuss and swear and lose their minds on their channel and spread all the bullshit and be backed by Google and Facebook and everybody and get paid millions of dollars. And yet their video streams look like shit. Their audio sounds like shit. Their, Anna Kasparian sounds like she's fucking drunk all the time. Chunk Ugart looks like he's about to have a fucking heart attack. He's sweating so much. And yet they're being backed so much, and they get to say whatever the hell they want, and they're everywhere. They're backed up by Google, backed up by YouTube, and they can do whatever the hell they want. It's okay for them, but for us, for the Crowders, the Milo Yiannopoulos, the Alex Joneses, little people like me who only have a few subscribers and a few thousand views, we get shut down because our speech is inappropriate by YouTube standards. What I'm saying here is inappropriate. So you know what, Susan Wojcicki and all the other Silicon Valley CEOs and workers and sellouts, you can go fuck yourself. You're fucking assholes and you're fucking communist pieces of trash. And you are going to get yours one day. You're going to, and not in a violent way. You're going to get yours one way to where you're going to get arrested or fined, or your whole empire is going to come down because people are going to wake up and find out that you guys are a bunch of un-American assholes that would rather go and sell out to communist Chinese who have slave camps and sweatshops over there, and they buy their iPhones, and they complain about the patriarchy, and they complain about capitalism, they complain and say how us as Americans, we're Nazis, we're racist, we're this and that. They are the real Nazis. They are the real establishment. They are the real sellouts. These are the globalists. These are the people who are part of the problem. But no, I'm just a conspiracy theorist. I'm just a nut. I'm just like to do these videos for the fuck of it. I'm doing this and making no money, and I'm not asking for money. I do this because I want people to wake up and listen and find out that there is shit going on out there. And that these people who either you give money to them, you pay subscriptions to them, these assholes don't deserve our money, and they don't deserve any satisfaction from it. We got to start calling these people out for what they are. Pieces of fucking trash. Commie bastards is what they are. You guys have a good Saturday, a good weekend. Hopefully till the end of the year, we have a good Christmas and New Year's. I'll try to make some videos. Sorry for making this a long one. Hope you can bear with me. But thank you for taking the time to watch my videos, to like, to comment, to dislike, whatever. And hopefully I'll be able to make another video soon. But in the meantime, stay classy, and we'll see you in the next video. Excuse me. Thank you.